Well, now she's an active little 3-year-old, and by looking at her big, bright blue eyes, you'd never know she has a tough road ahead. You see, Lucy has a rare disease that will slowly disfigure her face. Treatment to halt it is available, but only overseas, and that's why her parents have embarked on a big campaign to get her there, as Francesca Belperio explains.
Everyone good? Bubby, give it to me, please.
3-year-old Lucy is 1 in a million.
To us, she's beautiful, no matter how she looks.
Most parents might say the same about their children, but with Lucy, it's true.
She was about 2 weeks old when we noticed that there was something wrong with her face. She seemed to be getting a stripe down the side of her face.
At just 8 months old, she was diagnosed with an extremely rare disease. It deforms the one part of her identity she can't hide.
I was devastated the day we found out. Sorry.
Lucy has Parry Romberg syndrome, or PRS, a disorder that eats away at her facial tissue and attacks the immune system. Parents Jodie and Nick Hancock said it came as a shock.
She does sometimes pull at her face and say that it hurts. It comes with a lot of other problems as well. She could end up with eye problems, teeth problems because their gum's a lot higher, ear problems, migraines, headaches.
Playing with her siblings, Lucy seems just as lively as most other 3-year-olds. So while it might not be obvious now, as the years progress, so too will the disease. Her little face wasting away to this.
It's not just the physical, it's the psychological it's going to cause for her as she's growing older.
Growing up as a girl and plus going to school with the social way that things are, I can't imagine what it's going to be like going to school.
There is no cure, and for PRS sufferers in Australia, there's little hope.
We were told to, obviously deal with the problems as they come along and then wait for the disease to burn out.
What do you mean by burn out?
They say usually, it could be anywhere around 10 years, 15 years that the disease will actually burn out and halt. And then that's it, that's the damage that's done, and that's what you've got to fix.
Desperate for answers, Jodie began searching online. That's where she came across a treatment in the US, giving a new face to hundreds of people long before the disease burns out.
We discovered a doctor in America, Dr. Siebert. He does a procedure called microvascular free tissue transfer. He's treated over 450 for this disease.
Successfully?
Successfully, yeah.
And what my job is to do is to release all that skin, which is tethered and down, back out to its original configuration, and then fill in the space, just like in Build-A-Bear, but instead of stuffing it with foam, we stuff it with living tissue.
Dr. John Siebert from the American Family Children's Hospital in Madison, Wisconsin, has been performing the surgery for more than 20 years. It's an 8-hour operation where he replaces the damaged facial tissue with healthy tissue from another part of the body. That halts the disease. Months later, the patient returns for a facial reconstruction. These are just some of the incredible transformations.
We know from our experience that the disease process never affects the transferred microsurgical tissues.
We just saw that it was our chance of hope, and we decided that we wanted to do it for Lucy. And I mean, what wouldn't you do for your child?
Lucy is an ideal candidate, but there is another challenge. The surgery alone costs around $120,000 plus travel expenses to the US. The family have already begun fundraising in their hometown of Moonta.
We do come from a small community. It's going to be a huge job to raise that amount of funds. People can donate through the website, and we're grateful for any donation. Nothing's too small.
You think I should go get him a little bit of water?
The aim is to have the surgery before Lucy starts school, so she's ready to face the world anew.
This is just going to change her whole future.
Well, if you can lend Lucy a hand, you'll find all the details you need on our website.